Okay, hello everyone and welcome back, SoupaSoka. We're once again playing on Chronos, the private vanilla World of Warcraft server. And today we finished up Stockades yesterday in our last video, and it's actually been a whirlwind of a couple of videos here because we were out questing and got invited to go and run Shadowfang Keep. So we ran that, we're kind of unexpectedly. Then as soon as we got done with that, we started questing again, and we got invited to do a Stockades run, and we actually went back into Stockades and did a little bit more clearing in the Stockades. And we really did quite a lot pretty quickly there. So I feel like a little discombobulated. That's the word I would use to describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm hoping this episode should be much more chill. We are going to just focus on turning in 3 quests we have to turn in. You can see on the right we have the color of blood, what comes around, and also, what's the other one? What comes around, and the curious visitor. We're going to turn in the curious visitor right now. This guy's just in Cathedral Square. Now, he should actually be in the main central, I don't even remember what this building's called here, the Cathedral, I think. Maybe actually looking at the map, it looks like he's not in the Cathedral. So let's check out this side over there. Oh yeah, I see where he's at. He's in the Dwarven... Maybe, where is this building? Well, we're going to go inside the Argent Dawn and see what's going on here. Not the Argent Dawn. Let's zoom in a little. Okay, Barris Alexton. He's apparently over one building. We're pretty close. There he is. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. We talked to him previously. Current quest, the Curious Visitor. Okay. Yeah, Super, what have you found? Seal description of threads visit. Okay. Melee. Okay. Let me think. Bring the seal description of threads visitor to Master Matthias, Shaw, and Stormwind. He can be found in the old barracks, in the barracks in Old Town. Okay, that's in southeast Stormwind. So we're gonna wander our way over there. It's actually a good location for us, because we have 2 more quests to turn in over there. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna hit level 24. We're 23 right now. I don't think we're gonna hit 24. Oh, I should go this way. Before we, let's go this way. Before we end up, these 2 quests we're turning in Stormwind, I don't think they're gonna hit 24 for us, because we need around, yeah, like 7,000 experience. They're definitely not gonna do that, unfortunately, which is a bummer. Because if we did hit 24 here, we could get our skills while we're in town really easily. But that's okay. We will not worry about that. We did get a nice necklace here. But we're too low level to use it. So we're going to hold on to that necklace. Man, we've got so many other things in our bags right now. Mail piece. These are disenchant things. Let's go ahead and disenchant a couple things real quick. This cloak, I think we can disenchant safely. This is a 5 stamina cloak. Oh no, we can't disenchant that item. We literally can only throw it away. So we couldn't even sell it because it's a quest item technically. We'll hold on to it for the moment. Okay, disenchanted those things. Now let's go down here and we're gonna turn in our few quests that we have. Yep. Oh man. So I've mentioned many times before, I think I mentioned many times that I'm not a vegetarian, but I do often choose vegetarian meals. Because I don't know, I like a lot of vegetarian food anyway. And I have no problem people eating meat. You know, that's your business. Do what you want. I eat meat. No problem. But tonight, we're actually, me and my wife are grilling. We got our barbecue grill out. It's the first time we're going to grill this season. We're pretty excited for that. And I'm super stoked for dinner time. So we just turned in, by the way, the Color of Blood quest. That was just collecting the red wool, red silk bandanas from inside of the stockade, so that was easy. And now we're going to go to SI7 to talk to, what was this guy's name? Shadow of the Past, name of the quest. Master Matthias Shaw. It's a red quest, so I think this long quest line is going to get to a point where we can't do anything with it. Like, we're not going to be high enough level to complete it just yet, but we'll at least get as far as we can with it. Let's click. Okay. Shadow of the Past. Seal description of threads visit. Okay, we're going to pass this along. What's this? Yes, I do not. Yes, I do know who this man is, but his name is not Malek. Okay. So he's also known by Marzan. Marzan is currently under the employ of Lord Gregor Leskovar. Okay. Speak to Ellen Trias in Stormwind. Okay, that's the guy that's at the cheese shop, I believe. Let's jump over this thing. Let's go ahead and rebuff ourselves while we're running around. I like to get my buffs up. Let's buff these people. I'm sure that rogue can use it. What does this guy have on him? The Touch of Zanzil. Okay. Whoa, that is a crazy gold spam there. Look at that thing. Jeez. gold spammers are getting quite skilled with their spamming abilities. Yep, this guy is just the beginning of Stormwind. That's what I was thinking. The cheese shop. Oh, man. Okay. So what we're planning on doing, once we turn this last quest here, then we're going to fly to Lakeshire, turn in this Head of Targor quest. This was also from the Stockades. And then we're going to fly back up to Wetlands. Long flight, of course. We're going to head up there and work on a few quests there. I don't know which quest. I really want to try and do the Sita's Bag quest. I've heard it's a really low drop rate, but I want to try it anyway. Unfortunately, the reward is a 10-slot bag, but we already have all 14-slot bags, so... Whoops, I'm getting mixed up here. I gotta go over this way, and here's the cheese. I call it the cheese shop, Trius Cheese. That's why it's called the cheese shop. Yeah, so let's get it. And I gotta also, what is this? Biontid equipped a main hand mace. That's a decent mace, but we're on a disenchant spree. Everything must go, so lesser astral essence. Okay, disenchanted. Here's our guy next to his little block of cheese there. I've never seen this cheese anywhere else in the game. I'm sure it's somewhere, but I've never really paid attention. Obviously there's some cheese down here, but lots of cheese wheels down there. Okay, look to an old friend. The Defias Brotherhood. Yep, this is what this is going. Speak to Tyrion in Stormwind Castle. Infiltrating the Castle. Okay. So we have to speak to Tyrion in Stormwind Castle. So this guy, of course, is over here, right? Yes. Okay, I know the keep is here. The castle is attached to it. It's quite a long run to do all this stuff. We might need it. Actually, I just remembered what this quest is. I'm pretty sure this quest gives you a really nice ring as a reward, but I don't know if we can solo this quest. I'm pretty confident, in fact, we can't. I want to see if we have any guildies online. Karg, are you free to help with a quick quest in Stormwind? Let's see if we can get our buddy here. He might be AFK. It's hard to tell. He's in Stormwind at the moment, and he's high enough level. I think with him we can do this pretty easily. / invite Karg. Hey, thanks. It's in Stormwind Keep. Yeah, so if I remember right, this quest will summon like a level 28 and a level 29 mob or something. It's like 2 mobs, and they're a little hard to deal with. This guy is nearby, actually. He's pretty close, so... yeah, but let me go over here and turn on the first part of the quest, and hopefully he'll be my buddy will come over and help. Yeah, I think we can duo this. I don't remember exactly the quest, unfortunately. But he knows exactly what the quest is for, is Seal of Rin. Yep, there's this little gnome guy with this little robot here, Tyrion's thingamabob. Let's see, Infiltrating the Castle, complete quest. 250 experience, bring 3 silk. Ah, crap. I need to get the fresh apples still. Sorry. 3 silk and 2 fresh apples. We've got the silk. We need the stupid apples. Oh, okay, thanks. Gonna head over there ASAP, though, to get the apples. And I have the silk already. I forgot. This questline is so annoying in that regard. But I do... thankfully, I know exactly where the apples are. I've done this quest multiple times now on the Alliance. Once with my Gnome Warrior on this server on Kronos. We're on Kronos 1, by the way. I like to say that more often in my videos because people commonly ask me what server I play on, which Kronos server. Kronos 1. So I've done this on my Gnome Warrior on Kronos 1, and I did this on Nostalrius on my Gnome Mage. But what we need is items of some consequence. We've got the silk cloth, thankfully. We've got 7 silk cloth in our bags already. What we need 2 of Sierra's fresh apple. And if you read this description, okay, so Trius wants the timetable pushed up some, huh? Okay, we can do that, but I'm not ready, and I know this, I'm doing the hard part. But you're the one that's going to get his hands dirty, understand? Good. Okay, I need you to get me a few things before I can put my plan into effect. I got the perfect disguise that'll get Spybot past those guards. So this is to build a disguise. Bring me some silk and a couple apples. Silk's up to you, but Sierra's little farm right outside the city has the perfect sized apples. It's somewhat... so the description on here, bring me some silk and a couple apples. The silk's up to you, but Sierra's little farm right outside the city has the perfect sized apples. So Sierra's farm is right outside the city, And what that means is that we have to run down to almost like halfway between here and Goldshire. Goldshire is, I guess you would say, the second town you most likely will visit as a human character in Vanilla WoW. So humans start in Northshire, and most likely they'll follow this path. If you're a new player, you're likely to follow the path based on some quests that also direct you here. And you'll head to Goldshire, and Goldshire is where the first town is. There's no flight path. However, Sierra's little farm is actually just outside of Stormwind here. You can see on the minimap this little apple thing. So it's actually not even halfway to Goldshire. Probably about a 5-minute run. What kind of bags do you want? I may have some spare on SoupaBank. Yeah, I got a few spare bags now because people have been super generous and sent me a lot of bags, and I've returned most of those bags, like all the excess ones, but I have a few extra, like 8 or 10 slots that I happen to hold on to. Oh, so here's Sierra Charles. What the crap? Where are her apples? Did someone take her apples? Her apples should be on this table. Well, let me look around. I don't think there's any other location the apples would be at. Huh. Sierra. There we go. Someone must have recently grabbed the apples. They spawn on the table, loot them, and you're good to go. Let's see. Sierra's fresh apples. You get 2 of them. Perfect. Okay. Off we go. It's interesting seeing Sierra just hang out. I wonder if she's named after someone. I always consider that, you know, random NPCs in this game are probably named after friends or acquaintances or family members of Blizzard employees. That's always been my thought, anyway. Obviously, I have no way of knowing for sure. Now, yeah, I almost feel like I really like this guild. Let me just say, Art of War has been an extremely generous guild, extremely helpful people. If you're on the Alliance side, I entirely and completely recommend you join them if you're a low-level character looking, you know, to have some people to level with, and if you're looking to do some endgame raiding eventually. The goal of the guild is to do some endgame raiding. They're a really good guild, really nice people. However, my only concern is I think it's a little maybe premature to have a guild bank when you have like, I mean, like, for like the number 60s in the guild, we have 2 level 60s. I think it's a little early to have a guild bank, but I'm not the leadership, and I don't think it's a terrible thing to do that. I think it's a good thing to get it ready, but I think it's a little early maybe to start, you know, asking people if they have any extra junk to send it over, just because we're too young of a guild, in my opinion. I really don't know how old the guild is, but it's pretty young, I would say, overall. But let me repeat, though, this guild has been incredible, and, like, honestly, they're one of the nicest, most helpful guilds. I was really bummed when I left the Hive, which, there's no one online. When I left the Hive, I was really sad, because I thought they were such a nice guild, but then after the DDoSing, no one ever came back. I don't know what happened, but, like, everyone that was active left, and everyone that wasn't active, I guess, never came back. And I was really sad, because it seemed like such a nice guild. It was such a great guild, the Hive. But it basically, let's see, Lycia, let's just friend. Lycia is the name of the GM for that guild, and Lycia was a really good person, but I haven't seen him or her on much recently either. But anyway, okay, back. Oh, it looks like my friend's already there, great. Anyway, so I was bummed out about leaving the Hive and having it being basically dead, but I'm super excited about the Art of War. They've just been a great guild, and I really can't thank them enough for how friendly and nice they've been. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Anyone doing... Let's turn in this quest. Continue complete quest. Anyone doing the attack? Got room for 3 more in my party. Oh, okay. Hi. Oh, it looks like they're already doing the attack. Huh. Good. I'll wait for them to finish, because I think this kind of glitches. If people do this at the same time. I've noticed in the past, it'll glitch up. Waiting for that guy to disappear before I start it. Okay, looks like they're all done. Should be good. Okay, we'll start now. The attack. Remain in the garden until Lord Gregor returns. And yep, here we go. Okay, start it up. Now here's the interesting thing. The silk and the apples, he just transformed his robot into a woman. Invite? Yeah. Sorry, they're all needing invites. I offered in Say Chat to invite people, but no one seemed to reply, so I just thought I'd start it. I figured all those people were working on that that other group together doing it. But that's okay. Toss an invite to this person. Anyway, so the silk and the apples are used to give a dress to the woman and make fake boobs. That's literally what the apples and the silk are used for. That's my assumption. I can't imagine what else you would use the apples for. I'll help after this so you can get it. I'll stick around and help. This quest's really annoying because it's just buggy. Like, it just doesn't work well sometimes. And if two people start at the same time, sometimes it glitches. Or sometimes what happens is people will come over here and like attack Lord Gregor too early. Like, you can't attack him right away. You have to wait until he's actually back in the courtyard. Gotta wait for he to get back to that courtyard. Actually, on my warrior, some guy was griefing the crap out of us at one point. And we were trying to do this quest, and the guy was like killing Lord Gregor before he'd ever get there. And eventually, someone in my party, I don't remember who it was, reported the guy on the Kronos forums, because I don't really understand what happened. He was just being kind of a jerk about it, and he thought that we stole the quest from him. But like, we invited him to a group, and he declined to join, and he ended up just being kind of a jerk, killing it, blah blah blah, and eventually got reported, and the guy left when someone threatened to report him, but they reported him anyway, so I'm gonna shield myself, just in case. Okay, that part's completed. Now we have to kill both these guys, Marzan and Lord Gregor Leskovar. Unfortunately, these guys are resisting everything, and they're rather high health mobs, actually. Or not high, but high level mobs. It's a weird quest. You can get it so early. Like, I'm relatively low level, 23, and we have to fight 2 level 30s, but it's not even an elite quest or marked as like a group quest or anything. So that's interesting. But now we're done, all completed, and in a moment I'll be able to talk to this guy and turn in the quest. Hopefully soon, the attack. Oh, Ellingturius, that's what we have to go to. Help with you guys. Sorry for starting it without you. I think the 3 of us should be fine. Yeah. Okay, we all buffed. I might as well just toss around some buffs, make sure everyone's good. Oh. 19 miles. That's far. Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited for this quest. This reward is a nice ring. It's a blue ring that's like +3 to +5, like all stats, I think. Which is great. For like a priest, we'll use stamina, intellect, spirit. Like, we'll use 3 of the 5 stats. For like a rogue, you'll still use strength, agility, stamina. For a druid, you'll use all the stats. Like, it's awesome, basically. A really good quest reward. And it's a long quest. So I don't know if you guys have kind of kept track of where this quest started. It's kind of a long one, but it started all the way back in the Deadmines. So you have to kill Van Cleef, the final boss in the Deadmines. And once you kill Van Cleef, then you have to go to the stockade and kill the final boss in the stockade, and then after all of that, finally you do this part and you're all done. So we're waiting now. And we're waiting. Hopefully soon this will be done and we will be finished with this quest. We're just helping this guy out. I mean, really, let's be honest here. I'm not doing anything. It's all Karg. Let's, thanks again, Karg, by the way. Server time, 6:30 p.m. server time? I don't even know what that is. Okay, here comes the bad guys. They're here. Thankfully, I'm really thankful this guy runs here, and rather than just, walking at like the normal patrolling or like escort pace. It's very handy. Alright, let's bubble up. Okay, we can kill this guy. Man, that guy got wrecked by our paladin. Our paladin's like nuked him. Crazy. Well, I'm doing a little bit of damage, I swear. I got my dots on both of them, so I feel like I'm being productive. Do we get experience for killing these guys? And if so, how much? Let's toss a little heal on Karg. Not that he needs it really, but sure, why not? You gain 80 experience and 92. Okay, not very much. Not very much at all. Great. Thanks, guys. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Let's go turn our quest. We actually might ding... I forgot how much experience you get from this final quest. Find it from my channel? I guess Karg might be someone's found it from my YouTube channel, so that's cool. As it turns out... Cool. I've said this a few times, there's massive perks to having a small YouTube channel that's like in a niche area. Like this vanilla World of Warcraft, let's be honest, is a relatively small video game environment. There's not like, we're not talking about like Call of Duty. Oh, whoops, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go to the cheese guy. So I am having a blast playing vanilla WoW. So, you know, it's a relatively small environment. It's not like Call of Duty, which is like, you know, millions of people play Call of Duty, at least when it first launches, each rendition. And we're not talking about, like, Hearthstone or League of Legends, which are huge games, right? Like, massive games. We're talking about vanilla World of Warcraft, which is Warcraft. World of Warcraft is a large game. Certainly, you know, there's at least hundreds of thousands of people subscribed to the World of Warcraft, if not millions still. They stopped reporting their current subscription numbers, but I think it's still in like the 1 to 3 million range. But that's okay. Either way, it's still, you know, talking hundreds of thousands of people at least. But vanilla WoW is like a subset of that, at least currently. Mostly, I think, because we're talking about having to go through private servers. If it was released officially, I think it would grow rapidly. But it is fun having a small niche market that my channel kind of focuses on. Side story, let's go back to this quest. The attack, it's just a shame I'm indirectly doing a favor for Shaw and SA7 in the meantime. Oh well, not every plan is perfect. Okay, continue. Complete quest. Speak to Matthias Shaw and Stormwind. Okay, well, we did ding, so that is beautiful. Shadow Spec, we're going to max out Blackout. And then we're going to get Mind Flay next level, which is awesome. I am psyched for Mind Flay. It's been kind of weird, by the way, this little episode right now. We're kind of just... we need to go back into... Yeah, that's I thought, SI7. It's kind of weird how we're just doing all of this questing inside of Stormwind right now. I don't feel like there's an equivalent to these kinds of quests with the Horde. Like, I mean, the closest thing I can think of that's like this for the Horde would be Ragefire Chasm. But that's like that's like the Stockades equivalent, you know, because it's like an instance inside of a major city. But there aren't like a lot of quests like this for the Horde that I personally know of where you're actually attacking characters inside of your city. But back to the YouTube story. Basically, I really enjoy having that niche market and having kind of a lot of people that enjoy my channel based on that. Or at least a small amount of people that enjoy my channel. And as it turns out, a lot of these people are very friendly, nice people, and they're often extremely helpful. Like if I talk in world chat and I'm like, hey, does anybody know something? I have a question, or can anybody, you know, help me with a quest? It seems like people will recognize my name sometimes and offer me help just because of that. And I mean, I'm super appreciative. It's, you know, it's awesome. And you know, in general though, I feel like the World of Warcraft community is like 90% really nice people, and then like a 10% mix of like average people in terms of their temperament to kind of jerks. But I feel like, you know, if you're talking 9 out of 10 people are like pretty alright or good people, that's way above average for the internet. That's what I feel WoW feels like in general. At least vanilla WoW back in the day. So the head of the beast, he is dead then. You're just so swift, Soupa. I pray to the light that I never become your quarry. Okay. Except, speak with Barros, Alexton, and Stormwind. Alright, back to Barros. Quite a lot of running around here, but we also need to go to... Actually, it's perfect. Barros Alexton is where we need to go anyway, because we want to go get our new priest skills. And I don't know what exactly we're going to learn there. You know, we still haven't gotten towards the end of the quest where we're actually going to get our ring. So we still have one more quest after this, at least. A little ridiculous. While we're running over there, let's do some sorting of our bags. A gouging pick? What does this look like? Looks like a miner's pick, okay. Icicle rod. We want to disenchant that, right? We got that last time. Let's do that real quick. This is a two-handed staff that is not better than what we have. A great staff for frost mages. We got it in from a quest in Wetlands, but it is not useful for us because we don't have frost spells. So that's the end of that. And we're gonna, yeah, I keep holding on that enchanted moon cloak thing because I keep thinking I'm gonna go back to Darkshore and do some of these quests. This one, find Volcor and Darkshore and give him the enchanted moonsucker cloak. I don't think I'm gonna do any of these quests though, but maybe I should. I don't know. We're holding on to it. Plus 13 healing belt. I like that belt. I like holding on that belt as my like grouping belt. Okay, we're almost back to the main part here. Sorting out all my bags a little bit, still trying to. Tender crocolisk meat, gumbo, okay. So we're going to turn in our quest, see what other quests they give us, but hopefully this is the end of this. We'll get one more quest maybe just to get our ring, and we'll be good to go. There's our head. We still haven't turned in the head of Targor. Is it Targor? Targor, right? Still haven't turned in that, which we will in Lakeshire in a moment, once we get out of Stormwind. Eventually we'll get out of Stormwind. Okay, it's good to see you, Soup. I've heard that Lord Gregor Lescavar was found dead not long ago. You have my gratitude that you have saved me and many others from Van Cleef's revenge. Yep, happy to help. Complete. Deliver Barris Alexander's report on the Defice Brotherhood to King Varian Rin in Stormwind Keep. Okay, well, the Stormwind Keep is east of on the east end of Stormwind. That's actually where we were kind of at to kill that guy. It's over here. Before we go over there, we're going to run up to the cathedral and train our skills. Which, I don't know what skills we're going to get, but I'm always excited to get new skills. I feel like there's so many cool things you can get from all these new skills. By the way, we're going to get rid of our ice-cold milk. We have ice-cold milk. Is it better to keep the... Well, we have a lot of nectar. We can't use it yet, though. But once we get level 25, we'll probably dump all the milk. Alright, Priest Trainer, train me. Alright, we have... Okay, we're going to get Powered Shield, a new rank. Powered Fortitude, new rank. That's easy. I always like to try to not forget that I have these. Powered Fortitude. I like to upgrade them right away. So now we get 20 stamina instead of 8, so it's an extra 120 health for us. Whoops, we just buffed that person instead. And our new Powered Shield is 45 more mana, but it gives us about 70 or so more damage reduction. Cool. I forgot we have Shackle Undead. I should keep that in mind. And then, what else can we learn? Mana Burn, we're going to come back to that. I'll go get that. You know, we're not using Smite anymore, and I didn't train it, and I don't think I'm going to, but Holy Fire I do like. So let's go ahead and get it. I really don't know if Holy Fire is an amazing thing to get or not, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Okay, well, then I think we only have, yeah. Do we get any, like, absolutely new? We get Mind Control at 30. That's the next, like, really new skill we get instead of just upgrades. Prayer of Healing at 30. Powerful Prayer heals party members. Okay, that's like a group AoE heal. And we get Mana Burn. So what does Mana Burn do? Drains 190 to 200 mana from a target. For each mana drained this way, the target takes a half a shadow damage. So, I mean, let's welcome the new guy to the guild. I definitely want to train this, but I don't know if we will use Mana Burn a lot. I don't think Mana Burn is like that useful when we're solo grinding, right? Like it does basically. Let's go ahead and get our new Holy Fire on our toolbar. I'm not using Smite at all, so I might as well put Mana Burn on here instead. But Mana Burn does basically about 200 damage, or it does about 200 mana reduction, uses 100 mana, and will deal about 100 damage. So it's about a 1 mana to 1 damage, but also burns their mana. Whereas like Holy Fire does, you know, cost the same, about the same cast time, a little bit slower, but will actually do more damage. So it doesn't seem great. Mind Blast is actually about the same damage ratio, right? But it's much faster cast time, so the DPS is much higher. Huh. Well, okay. Let me know if you guys think it's worth using that. I feel like it's not really worth it. Wow, we have melon juice and milk, and you know, we could get rid of the milk. There's no point. We have melon juice, and we have this sweet nectar soon. So we should start using melon juice in place of the milk. We still got our cat figurine, by the way. That's staying in the bags forever. If you don't know the story for that, go back a few episodes to where I think it's the title "We Found a Cat Figurine." Maybe we're in Darkshore in that episode. That's the episode you need to watch for that. You know, part of me kind of wants to go to Darkshore and just like knock out all these little quests, but I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, they're green quests to us. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. Oh, welcome. What does our tabard look like? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to turn around. I wonder what our tabard looks like. I haven't really looked at it ever. I'm curious. Okay, bags are mostly sorted. I'm trying to sort bags as I run, which is kind of a mistake, but I'm doing what I can. This needs to go here. That needs to go there. Nope, there we go. Okay. Varian Rin. And then, do we actually get our reward for this? An audience with the king? Yes, we do. Seal of Rin. So, I have prepared a report for the king. I believe you should be the one to deliver it to him, along with an account of your findings. Do not worry, there is no doubt that he will commend you for doing your duty to the people. Whoa, Anixia's guards have recently been slayed here, apparently. Let's talk to Lady Katrina Prester, an audience with the king. Super, yes, I was informed by Barrow Alexon that you will be coming. I must say I'm most interested in what you have to say. Continue. Take this priest as a token of the king's appreciation. Yeah, if Van Cleef had been successful in his machinations? I don't think I've ever seen this word. He would no doubt have done considerable harm to the kingdom, something we must obviously avoid. Okay, complete quest. 3,800 experience and a baller ring. 3 strength, 3 agility, 4 stamina, 4 intellect, 3 spirit. That's very good for a low-level ring, and I expect I will hold on to this ring for a pretty long amount of time. What is this? Okay, these are a PvP quests. You know, I'm tempted at like level 29 to try and get into any PvP instance. But we'll see if there's any available. Sometimes they don't actually pop. Like, there's really just not necessarily a lot available for those sometimes. You know, I'm also going to get rid of my food. I feel like I don't use the food ever. And I've got this blood sausage down here, which adds some stamina and spirits. I get a little bit of buff from that. I think I'll hold on to that. And I just rarely eat, because as a priest I can heal anyway, right? So there's not necessarily a huge benefit to... not necessarily a huge benefit to having food, because as long as I have, you know, water and I can drink, then I can just, you know, drink up, then cast like 1 or 2 heals and I'm good to go. So I don't think I'm going to worry about food. What I want to do now is we're going to fly to Lakeshire, so we're going to turn in our quest to the head of Targor. And after that, I guess we finally need to head to the Wetlands. We definitely... I'm trying to decide if we're going to do any other quests in other places. Oh, so Red Ridge Mountains. We're going to get rid of one of these quests. Dry Times, we're not going to do Dry Times. The Cake of Thunderbrew Lager, all this, I just don't care. Maybe I'm lazy, but it's also a great quest to us now anyway, so we're just going to abandon that. Gone from the quest log, stricken from the records. These other 3 quests, we really can't complete easily just yet. I think we need to get a couple more levels. Eventually, hopefully, we can do them. But let's fly over to to Lakeshire now. So we landed in Lakeshire, but as I was flying over here, I noticed I never really realized this, my dwarf is literally running around in a pair of underwear. Like, look at these things. Look at my dwarf. Okay, he's like this orange thing on the left. Like, what the crap? Like, look at this thing. Okay, so it was just like a little pair of pants, like underpants, like... Hold on, I gotta show you guys this up close. I don't know why, but look at this. Look at it. He's just wearing a pair of underwear. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, so what happens if I take these off? Like, how can I have less clothing on? If I take them off, then I actually have shorts on. Like, I literally have less coverage wearing this loincloth. I never really thought about it. It looks horrible. Like, look. This is the weirdest thing. Oh my gosh, this dwarf. Really weird looking. Okay, that's fine. I'm so zoomed out. This is why people always ask me, like, why are you so zoomed out, Soupa? Like, how do you zoom out so far, the camera? First of all, if you're wondering how I'm so far zoomed out, just type /console camera distance max factor space and then a 5. And that lets you zoom out farther than even the in-game interface options allow you to do. Let's turn in our head of Targor. Have you been to Stormwind yet? To the stockade? Yep, we have. Continue. Targor the Dread has finally met his fate. I, for one, am glad to hear the beast now knows what it's like to be on the receiving end of death's ruthless grip. Wow. Rough. This is a 2-hand staff, so we're going to take that. And it's not better than what we have, but we're going to grab it, and we're going to disenchant that real quick before I forget. Devout Belt. Nice. Good. Grats. Okay. Yeah, so those pants are awful. We're going to stop this little vendor here, the General Supplies, Lindsay Ashlock. And we're going to sell all these things I've been saying we're going to sell. And we've got some materials here. And finally, where's the mail box? Over here. I want to mail this recipe. And I think that's it. We're going to send this mail out. Send it to, who are we looking for? Soupa Bank. And what other? I got a lot of mail in here. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. I meant to click the mailbox. Oh, nice. Karg sent me a enchant gloves fishing, which I definitely already have that from Soupa Tank, but I'm sure we can find use for that at some point. There's quite a few things here which I'm too low level to use still, so I leave them in there, but I will open them at some point. But I'm just a little low level, so it's like really, if I take them out now, I have to carry my bags, and I don't want to do that. So they stay in there, and then I check them as I'm leveling up. Yeah. So, whoa, there is a high level rogue here, Lily Skid. But we're not gonna mess with that, right? We don't have any business with that rogue, so we're gonna move along. And now we're gonna head to Wetlands and get ready to do some quests pretty soon. Okay, so that was a very long flight, and I realized along the way I could have just hearthed here, but I like to kind of keep my hearth available anyway, so when I'm out leveling I can just hearth back easily, so yeah, maybe it wasn't the worst thing ever. But what I want to do is go start with this. Actually, hold on, Stormpike's Delivery, I'm going to dump this quest because we're never going to finish this. I'm not going to go to Lochmadan anytime soon, so we're going to abandon this. Destroying the package for Stormpike, yes. And the package for Stormpike, let's get rid of that. Okay. You know, it's just a quest that's been sitting in my quest logs for a very long time. And I think we picked it up on accident, and I don't expect... You know, we haven't used it, obviously. But we're going to head over to the Green Warden over here, I think. Or actually... I wonder if we can do this Cursed Crew quest. Anyone for... Let's check if anyone wants to join us. I bet we can do it. Even solo, I bet we can do it. Let's give it a try. At least for a little bit. We've actually spent quite a lot of time this episode just in Stormwind. I mean, really, turning in quests and doing a few things in Stormwind and completing the quest for the Seal of Rin really took quite a lot of time. Looks like someone's over here slaying murlocs, right? There's dead murlocs all over the place. And we aggro this little bluegill, but it's okay. No concerns there. No one seems to be interested in doing the sailor quest with us. However, we are right near that thing. Oh, let's invite Plankin. Where's Plankin at? Hi. What level is 25 Druid? Perfect. We can make this work. There is a squad of people here killing these sailors. Wow. Anyone want to join my group of 2 for killing sailors? Sailors? Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. There's obviously quite a few people here working on this quest, which is nice though. Honestly, I kind of like seeing a lot of people on the server as opposed to not a lot of people on the server. So I'm pretty happy with that. There's one of our guys. Oh, he aggroed onto me. That's no fun. We're gonna back up a little bit. Get a holy fire off. Dot him. He resisted that. Resisted that. We're gonna try again. There we go. Got him. Oh crap. Okay, I don't know if we can actually kill 2 of these guys. They're immune to fear. Okay, it's good to know. But I'm hoping to at least get that guy to run away from me. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's try to invite this person. Good. Sisyphus joined us. Is it Sisyphus? Okay. And let's see if this guy wants to join us. Genis is already in a group. Okay, no problem. We'll kill this. Let's share this quest. Hi all. Okay, never mind, they already got the quest. So we need marine sailors and the snuff box. Looks like the snuff box is down there somewhere. So we're at the right spot. We just need to find it. And it's probably in the boat somewhere, right? Oh, I don't know if this druid knows what he's doing or not, but oh, okay, he just aggroed something. I just aggroed something too. I think, maybe not. Alright, well, there we go. Okay, we got that to land. Yeah, good. Where's our other friend? Sisyphus? Curse. Cursed by the Eye of Paleth. Physical damage delta reduced by 8. Casting speed reduced by 20%. Gross. That's a really gross, nasty debuff. Okay, I guess we're gonna go for this guy. Oh, there's 2 of them here. Maybe I don't want to fight both of them at the same time. I'll back up a little bit. See if one of them will... Where'd the other one go? Looks like it ran back, but I see it in the distance. It's coming now, I think. It's like stuck. It can't get down. Which works for me. Curse of the Eye. That's the name. Okay. Okay. Retribution aura. Good, good, good. Let's get up here. And... Genis, join our group. We have room for 2 people. Let's get them to join us. And Dumbledore. Right? No reason not to have them join us. It would make things a lot easier just if we all work together. Yep, looks like they're joining. Good, good, nice. I'm happy to have that. I really like grouping with these types of quests. It's like the perfect quest, because there's no drops that we need. We just need to kill stuff, right? So we can do this pretty efficiently in most cases. Let's go ahead and heal up our buddy here. Oh, I just realized it turns us into undead. That's really cool. That's a really cool curse. Alright, well I'm just going to focus on healing people for the most part. That's awesome. I completely wasn't paying attention, but you see we're actually little undead ghosts. That's awesome. Really fun. I can shackle undead here actually, but it's not really necessary, I think. Oh boy. Here we go. We're going down. Let's see, who needs buffs? Everyone needs buffs. Let's do that. Buff, 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 and oh, I'm out of mana now. That used quite a lot of mana to buff those people, which is also fine, but I need to buff Dumbledore. Still, no, everyone's good. Everyone's good. Okay, we all got mana. Solid. Down we go. I don't know if this is the right way or not. I hope this druid knows what he's doing. I'm just basically blindly following. But I mean, how bad could it be, right? What could go wrong? So what do we need? We need 1 more marine and 4 more sailors and the snuff box itself, which is down deeper, maybe? Got a little bit of stutter there. That was surprising. What's my FPS? It says 60 right now. Okay. Let me heal our druid, buddy. Druid, you should be fine. Don't worry about it. I got you. Spam a few heals. Druid's good. Okay, we're all good. My breath is okay. Need to be careful not to drown. We got the snuff box. Oh, that's what we had to kill. We had to kill Snellig himself for the snuff box. Okay. Didn't know that. Oh, that's good. Looks like we all got it. Loot it. I like to kind of link things into chat like that, just in case. Wait, why am I in combat? Or yeah, just in case people don't see it. I want to make sure they realize that there's something there that we need. I think it's very easy for people to miss things. I feel bad when you're in a group quest. Like, I've done it before where I'm in a group quest and I, like, forget to loot something. It sucks. Because then everyone leaves and you're by yourself. And that's the end of that. Giant clam, battered footlocker. Okay. We need 2 more sailors. Which way are we going? Let's go out this way. Oh, someone went that way. Okay. Well, how do we get... Let's go back in. And we will go back up. I see which way we went. Probably faster to go this way than swim all the way around. Okay, well, that guy died. Sailor, good job. And this is our last sailor. Nice. Well, that was a very easy quest. Where do we turn this in at? First mate Fitzsimmons in Menacel Harbor. Okay. Oh, who needs a heal? Our druid buddy here needs a heal. I got you, druid. Don't worry. I can't fear these guys, which is fine. Just gonna pop a little bubble on our friend here. Pop a bubble on myself, and we're good. Easy peasy. And like I said, I could have done Shackle Undead, but it's just not necessary. I don't even have it on my hotbars. I've never used it. I haven't really been in... This is the first time I think we've seen Undead to fight. Although, I just realized Shackle Undead would totally work in PvP, right? On the mob we kill, you have to loot it. That's why... That's what I was saying. I specifically in the bottom of the boat. That's why I was trying to specifically mention it. I really don't want to like hang around for a long time to help someone on a quest like this if they don't loot things. That's what, you know, I'll help them briefly, kill a few more mobs, but I don't really want to stick around here forever. I think this person maybe doesn't speak English as a native language, which is okay. Like I said, I'm very supportive of that. I don't have a problem with that at all. But I think that's the reason why he maybe didn't understand. He didn't see my message and didn't quite figure it out. So let's go down here, see if they'll follow me. Down here. Maybe. Okay. No. Well, where'd our group go? The whole group just like left? Well, I'm out. Let's go ahead and heal. Wait, where's Dumbledore? Dumbledore is located this way. Okay. Well, that person left. What are you doing, Dumbledore? I'm trying to save your life here, but I don't really understand. Okay, got you. I think... thanks all. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this mob, and then I'm gonna head out from here. I mean... Yeah, I just saw a griffin in the water over here. I don't know if you noticed that. That was kind of silly. Yeah, I think we'll head out after this. I kept someone alive. I did my extra part. I kept Dumbledore from dying. These two are still going. I think they'll be okay finishing it up themselves. Maybe I'll give them a heal in a moment. Let's finish this Crocolisk. Oh, why is this guy resisting everything? Come on, 3 resists in a row. There we go. Got the kill. Done. Alright, let's toss a renew on our friend here and a heal if I can. Got it. Okay, well, I'm heading out of here. I shielded my buddy up. I don't know what he's doing, but he's like running in circles. So I'm getting out of here. There are a lot of Murlocs this way. I should probably deviate away from the Murloc hovels and not aggro a pack of Murlocs all over the place if I can avoid it. Let's toss a renew, and I'm gonna leave the party now. Like I said, I sort of feel bad leaving them, but I even went the extra little bit to try and mention to loot the item, and they missed it, so... And they kind of were running all over the place in the wrong direction, so I don't really know if I feel like chasing them down to explain it. I'm going to hearth back, and I'm going to turn it in this quest. I wish hearths were a little bit faster, but I understand why they're not faster, because they'd be kind of a little unfair in some scenarios, especially in PvP, or lots of cases maybe even, but they're okay. Alright, first mate Fitzsimmons. Snellig's Snuffbox. 19 silver, complete the quest, cool. Get the Intrepid Strongbox key from Captain Hallandor. Use the key to open the Intrepid Lockbox Strongbox, okay. Where is this guy? Lifting the curse, get the Intrepid key. To break the curse, my old captain stole my dreams, get the key from him and use... where? Store securely in the ship's strongbox to which captain... Okay. Then after you have the cursed thing, bring it to the priest, Glorin, Steelbrow. Okay, got it. Well, let's call it a day here. It seems like a short episode, and it kind of is compared to the last couple we've had with so many long instance runs. But we did a lot in Stormwind. We did one quest here in Wetlands, and we should have a lot of good questing to do in Wetlands over the next episode. We have a good chunk of quests here of different varieties, different difficulties. So I think it's what we'll do next time. So that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Stuff, which is really handy. And of course our bear, he has rage, so it benefits him to pull as quickly as possible to maintain that rage. So all in all, we should be